Yay Networks.
Welcome to another episode of A Sandwich and Some Lovin' podcast. I'm Kelly Raspberry Evans. This is my husband and my partner on the podcast, Alan Evans.
Hey, Train in the house.
Episode 301, babe.
Episode 301. We made it.
We made it. Just starting another. Got 100 to go before we get to another milestone. And then the 500th show, that'll be a big one.
Wow, that would be like 199 from now.
Yeah. It only took us like 2.5, almost 3 years to make it 300 episodes. Crazy, right? But we're still here. We're hanging in. And thank you to everybody. Hopefully we got some new listeners that are just joining us. And you got to play catch up if you go back and listen to all, 300 ahead of this one. But thank you for being here with us for as many or as little as you are.
Well, we started with one a week.
Yeah, then we bumped up to 2.
And then Sean and George started loading us up.
And then we went back to 1 during COVID for part of the time.
Yeah. And then, we had to do that for some different business reasons.
Stay flexible.
And, we're so flexible.
Really don't do that.
Do what?
That noise with your teeth.
Which noise?
It's like nails through my eardrums.
Nails through your eardrums?
It really does hurt me.
Nails through your eardrums?
That's what it feels like.
That's a very...
So I'm asking you to please not do that.
So it sounds like you're basically begging me to stop.
I am. I'm asking you to please stop it.
So at this point forward, I should probably
I told everybody last
never
podcast
do that again.
That your foot shakes when you go to bed, and you did it the other night, and I didn't say a word, did I? I let you shake your foot in bed. I don't ever say a word, but I'm asking you nicely, please don't do that anymore.
But here's the deal. Seriously, here's the deal. The foot shake thing is a medical condition.
No, it's not.
I cannot prevent that.
Yeah, you can. You're not doing it right now.
I've done that my entire life.
But you're not doing it right now.
Well, it's because I'm so nervous now that you've called it out that I've stopped doing it.
What about the whistling S's? That's just annoying.
How does that sound?
I can't even do it. It's so bad.
Well, now you got me all nervous about doing it. I'm not going to do it.
Please just don't do it.
Okay.
So if you're
some of our listeners like it though.
No, they don't. If you're tuning in tonight, and I'd gone on my Instagram, Alan Instagram, we all went on Instagram and told you to send in questions for our friend Chelsea, who's known as the Face Matriarch. She had something come up, very, very important, and we're not upset with her at all. She had to take care of it, and hopefully, if everything works out, she's going to be here for the next podcast. But we will let you know for sure. So we got so many questions for Chelsea about, questions about Botox, questions about cool sculpting, questions about saggy jowls, and, every question. I'm going to compile them.
We got a lot of questions.
Got so many questions.
I got questions.
Yeah. So we're going to compile
Dark circles?
them. And categorize them instead of, jumping all around. Botox, cool sculpting, this, that. We're going to, kind of compile them and try to get
goiters? How do I get rid of my goiter?
I don't even really know for sure what a goiter is.
I thought it was that thing
Isn't
under
that
your
a little
neck.
lump? Oh, you're talking about like a double chin. I was talking about a serious goiter, like it's a condition.
Oh.
You're talking about just a double chin.
Yeah.
That's not a goiter.
What is it?
It's just a double chin.
Oh.
So anyway, she's going to hopefully be here next podcast. If you tuned in, especially, to hear her on this one, I'm really sorry, as is Chelsea. But we're not mad at her. We're going to reschedule her, hopefully, next podcast.
We're not mad at her.
No, things happen.
We got nothing but love for her.
Right. We do have lots of love for her. We have lots of love for you. Thank y'all for being here. We got a lot of positive response. I think, Alan, you were going to go through some of the comments and stuff from the last podcast, but we've been having printer issues and tremendous, a demon has possessed our printer. And nothing's working. So
nothing's working.
Nothing.
No. We touched on some fun stuff and some serious stuff last podcast. I just wanted to say thank you to everybody who sent me an email or a DM, text messages. I got a lot of really great, inspirational, keep your chin up, helpful, keep your chin up type messages. A lot of stories you sent about how maybe you were in the position of being the daughter of divorced parents and what that meant to you. It really helps me, just kind of understand
from a different perspective,
different people's viewpoints and other perspectives. But I really appreciate it.
Yeah, you've heard a lot from dads, but not a lot from the daughters, right?
Yeah, well, I've talked to a lot of dads, face to face. But then, as far as what we touched on in episode 300, I had a lot of, we mostly have ladies, gals that listen.
Yeah.
Mostly,
Well, we love our men too.
we love our
so
men
much.
But yeah, mostly ladies emailed me and said, "Hey, let me give you my perspective. Here's what I think," and just very, very helpful. I will share some of the messages. Some of them are very, very personal, and I wouldn't probably share them. But there's others that I think I could share, and yeah, we'll read those at some point. But
not today because the printer's broke.
Yeah, the printer's broke, and we got all kinds of other stuff to talk about anyway. I think, right? You got anything? I got a few things.
Good. I'm glad. We're gonna muddle our way through it, babe. There's nothing a podcast listener loves to hear is, "You got anything? You got anything?" There's so much confidence in that question.
Yeah, they also like to hear, "Hey, you listened lately? I can't hear the podcast. Do you think we're having a volume issue?"
Is there still volume issues?
No. It sounds good now. Except when your mic was cutting out last time. We finally got that figured out.
We had Don, the engineer, come over and change out cords.
God, we had ED come over.
Adjust some stuff. It's just, everything's falling apart.
You think Don likes it when I call him ED?
No, I don't think he likes it.
Why?
Because who would want to be called ED?
I don't understand. It's engineer.
You know exactly what you're referring to.
It's engineer Don, ED.
Mm-hmm.
But he kind of, I think sometimes when I call him that, I think he's mad at me.
Yeah, probably.
And Don doesn't get mad at anybody.
Probably because he knows the subtle innuendo that you're implying.
Maybe I should.
You are.
Maybe I should come up with a different nickname for Don.
Maybe.
Okay. Well, anyway, I hope Don got this figured out.
I hope so too. I mean, we shouldn't be teasing him when he does so much for us.
Poor guy. Drives 30 miles over here to be called ED.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
It is unbelievable. But we're also going to have some hashtag not an ad. I got a few more to share with you from that.
You didn't tell me we were doing that? What did you tell me we're doing that for? Why do I talk like this?
You can't think of 3 things that you absolutely love.
Every time
pull them out of your ass,
babe. Every time I do the, "Hey, babe, you got 2 things you can give me," you're like, you put me on the spot.
That's you're a professional podcaster at this point.
Plus, why are you trying to Bogart my bit? That's my bit. Oh no, that's actually Andrea Gulledge's bit.
That's right. Why are you trying to Bogart Andrea Gulledge's bit?
We're Bogarting Andrea Gulledge's bit.
And I'll tell you about Operation Get My Kid to Like Me Again. I've been on a mission to get my kid to like me. And right when I think things are going in the right direction, she just cuts me off at the knees again. But we'll get to all that and more.
Yeah.
Lots of surprises for Allen, apparently, in this podcast.
Yeah, you're busting some surprises on me. So I've been one more thing we're going to talk about. I've been a little self-conscious as the marketing guy of this podcast, okay?
Okay.
And that's not saying a lot. But as the marketing guy of this podcast, I've been a little self-conscious about some of the references we've made lately.
Okay.
I don't want people to think like we're as old as we really are.
Well, you are turning the big one this year, which we have referred to repeatedly.
So we're going to talk about things that millennials do. They're no longer cool anymore, according to Gen Z.
Are we? What are we? I'm Gen X.
We're Gen X. Babe.
Yeah, I'm Gen X.
We're ancient. Yeah,
but we're going to talk about.
We're going to talk about what millennials do that are no longer cool. According to Gen Z, which is younger than them.
So Gen Z ain't even looking at us.
Gen Z's Emma Kelly.
Yeah, she ain't even looking at me.
And Dylan. Not Dylan. Emma Kelly and Cole. And Dylan's like, we'll go into all this. We'll go into all this.
So much. Yeah.
But we've been making some references like that make us sound old.
Well,
so we're gonna talk about young stuff.
I know, but I'm like, it gets me. It's so weird. It's such a weird thing because we're told not to sound old, on the airwaves.
Stop talking.
And bring up stuff from like my childhood. But it's like, those are my best memories. And I want to talk about, the Clampets.
Robert turns his
oh, it makes him so mad.
He turns as red as an apple when y'all do that.
Sanford and Son.
Oh,
and
my
shows we watch. He's like, nobody knows what you're talking about. People my age know what I'm talking about. But anyway.
Well, maybe we'll just launch into that. We'll launch into that after we do this.
Well, I'll tell you what. Alan and I in preparing for Valentine's Day, we're going to get a little rubbing on. We're going to get massages.
Whoa. Oh.
We're going to get massages.
Yeah, we are.
And ladies, when I'm going to get a massage, I want to make sure my legs are super smooth. I don't want the person rubbing my legs like, oh, I nicked my finger on your leg hair. It can happen. It can happen. And that's why I trust my Billy razor to give me the closest shave possible. So I shaved tonight, and I know tomorrow my legs are still going to be smooth because with Billy, I really think my shaves last longer. It's like the craziest thing, but I think the Billy gets that close to my skin without nicks, without cuts, without chafing or irritation. And I used to always think men's razors were the best way to get a close shave. I thought the women's razors were trying to, maybe playing it too safe. But it's not true with Billy. It's the best razor out there for those days when you want that extra smooth shave with no pink tax and no visit to the drugstore, no break in the bank. You can go to mybilly.com and you can get their starter kit for just $9. It's so affordable. It includes the award-winning razor, 2 refill blades, and the cult favorite magnetic holder. Like I said, shave my legs tonight. I am not even worried about it. Tomorrow, I'm not worried about a 5 o'clock shadow on my legs, thanks to Billy. They are an Allure Best of Beauty winner and on Nylon's beauty hit list for a reason.
And to express a little love for our show, go to mybilly.com/lovin'. It's a small way you can support us while getting the best razor you will ever own. It's just $9 to get your starter kit, plus free shipping always. Go to mybilly.com/lovin'. Spelled my, BILLIE.com/lovin'. We love my Billy. Last thing we want is 5 o'clock shadows on the leg.
Right. You like it when I have freshly shaved legs.
It's very descriptive.
Well, that's exactly the way it is, though, right?
Well, yeah, I don't want to be rubbing on Sasquatch in bed.
Thanks, honey. Neither do I.
Clap.
Neither do
clap.
I.
That's a clap. You just clapped at me. You
did.
You called me Sasquatch on the podcast.
You just called me Sasquatch.
No, I said I didn't want to rub on Sasquatch. But since you have my Billy, you're not Sasquatch.
What was I last night? Before my Billy.
I don't know. I just passed out. After the Super Bowl, I just passed out.
Goodness, man. Yeah, the Super Bowl.
Are we going to talk about Super Bowl?
We might as well. We watched. It was good. I mean, I wasn't really, it was, I want it to be closer. I don't think it's as entertaining when it starts, at first when it's like, okay, maybe Kansas City's going to, come back and stuff. And then after a point when it's obvious who's going to win, it stops being fun to me.
Yeah. I was pulling for KC, but
we love Patrick Mahomes.
Tom Brady and the Bucs held him by the nose and kicked him in the ass.
And I know people don't like Tom Brady. I don't really understand why, because I don't keep up that much. I know he's the greatest of all time. He's won 7 out of his 10 Super Bowls that he's appeared in. He took the Buccaneers in 1 year to their first Super Bowl in, I believe, I don't have it in front of me, I believe it was 18 years, and their only second Super Bowl win.
Mm-hmm.
And Tom Brady's that good.
He is.
And, while we are Patrick Mahomes fans, I'm not knocking Tom Brady. I thought he earned it. And I know a lot of people say some of the officiating was messed up. Honestly, I wasn't really paying that much of attention. Did you think the officiating was messed up?
I mean, if you're a KC fan, you thought the officiating was messed up. But I mean, if you just look at the teams on the field, the Bucs were the better team. They were just the better. They were just the better team.
Yeah.
Last night they were the better team.
And what'd you think about the commercials? Anything stand out to you that was really?
What was the brand? The men's brand? Was it Squatch?
Yeah, it was like Squatch
it was like
or
Squatch.
something.
That was hilarious. That really resonated with me.
Like if you're a man that.
You can open the pickle jar in the first twist or something. It was a deodorant or a body wash.
Naked outside.
Yeah.
It was a whole line of men care, I think.
That one was funny. The Doritos. I mean, a lot of people like the flat Matthew McConaughey. That was kind of funny.
Oh, there was a flat Matthew McConaughey. I missed that one.
Yeah, that was like one of the most talked about commercials. You didn't
missed it. It might have been while I was driving home from my parents.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe that was it. Alan, we don't do Super Bowl parties because Alan does not like to be distracted in any way. He likes to watch the game. You don't like doing Super Bowl parties as a rule. I've
been to a Super Bowl party,
but you'd rather watch alone.
Yeah. I mean, I don't mind going to parties. If the Cowboys were in a Super Bowl, which will never happen again in the history of football, it'll never happen again. But if they ever were in another Super Bowl, which won't happen, but if they were.
Do you think Tom Brady could have taken the Cowboys to the Super Bowl?
Oh, good. Oh, that's a good question. I don't know. Tom Brady's pretty damn good. He could probably take any
and he brought
team.
Gronk with him, though.
Yeah. But what was I going to say? Oh, if the Cowboys were ever in a Super Bowl, I would not want to go to a party. I just want to sit there and watch the game.
Yeah. So I went to my parents. They just had my brother and sister-in-law, and me and Emma Kelly went over there. And any semblance of a diet program that I may or may not have been on recently went out the window. 888. But my dad's real bad about pausing and on the commercials and fast forwarding and stuff. And I'm like, okay. So after the game started, left and came home, and so I probably missed a couple of commercials. But I did think, is it Jasmine Sullivan? Was that her name? She and Eric Church sang the national anthem. No disrespect to Eric Church, but they should have just let Jasmine sing it. I really think she could have shone. What's the past tense of shine? Shone? She could have done something with that. I think it would have been.
The past tense of shine?
Is it shined or
shined?
Shown?
Shined.
It's not shown? Anyway,
shown?
She could have. I don't know. That's so weird.
If you show.
Shine, shown.
No, if you show a house, what did you do when you showed it yesterday? Is it showed it or shown it?
I'm talking
yesterday?
about shine like a light, though.
Shine, it shined.
It's never shown.
The sun shined.
I was an English major.
The sun shined yesterday. It didn't shone yesterday.
It's shown.
The sun.
Anyway,
the sun didn't shone yesterday.
Jasmine.
Anyway,
should have sung it solo. Honestly, I know people. They were trying to blend. Whatever. I don't care. It would have been like Whitney Houston 2.0, in my opinion. She was good. What little bit she got to shine.
It's a big statement.
It was really good. And Allen, you dug her. H.E.R. I keep saying H.E.R., but everybody corrects me. She sang America the Beautiful with the electric guitar.
Well, I thought she did God Bless America. Was it America the Beautiful? I don't know what she did.
Was
but
it America the Beautiful or God Bless
whatever
America?
she did, it was badass. Because she busted out a guitar solo.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Yeah, you like that. And then they had the girl from the inauguration did the poetry, which was really pretty.
Best moment of the Super Bowl, though, and I usually don't get into this, but some jackass goes running on the field. Did you see? There were a lot of people who... No, it wasn't an ad.
Yeah, he was. He was wearing on his shirt. Somebody paid him. It was like a porn site or something.
It was a porn site.
I think they said it was an adult site.
Okay, well, I didn't know that. But Vanilla Ice was at the game. So he was on the sideline and he filmed it, and I follow him on social media.
Yeah.
So
what was Vanilla Ice doing on the
sidelines?
sidelines?
I don't know, but Ice, he's got contacts.
He live in Tampa Bay? He lives in Florida.
I think he lives in Florida, yeah. Well, he's your buddy. You ought to know.
Well, I mean, he's not my buddy. But yeah, I think he
How's he not your buddy? He played at your birthday.
For a fee.
My man. But anyway, so this jackass goes running on the field. And did you see the whole thing?
Yeah.
And then you saw the whole thing, though?
I saw it from a different angle. While it was playing on the TV, we only saw the one thing. They cut away because they don't want to give him.
Well,
somebody. I've seen the sidelines where he's skidded into
running,
the first.
and then he pulls his pants down.
Yeah.
And he's got a G-string on, so that's not. He's kind of a big guy.
He's meaty.
Yeah, and then these two bless their sweethearts. These two big security guys that had to be going 300 pounds apiece. I mean, they lumber after him. He jukes one guy.
Yeah.
And the other big guy makes a lunge at him and falls and rolls. And then all the players are just watching this buffoonery. And then he runs down the field. One of these big security guys, though, must have used to have played football because he came running at this guy fast. And he dove and went right over the top of him. But this guy hit the ground because he knew he was about to get level.
Yeah, he slid into the 1 yard line
right.
or something like that.
And then all the state troopers jump on top of him. And
yeah, he got charged with trespassing and something else.
Lewd conduct.
Very lewd, but I think he was paid.
Indecency.
Yeah, but it's Florida, and you see that on the beach.
What's wrong with
He was wearing a
Florida?
thong. I'm saying on the beach you wear thongs, so I don't think that would be considered indecent exposure there.
Next to Texas, it might be the best state in the union. You hear that, Louisiana?
You really saying that right
No,
now?
I'm just kidding to try to get
Okay.
people riled up. But
'Cause
no,
I'm from South Carolina. You know how I feel
South
about that.
Kakalaki. No, they all are second to Texas and God's country, but no,
Y'all
that was a
opinion.
pretty crazy Super Bowl.
It was good. And then I sat up and watched Queen Latifah in The Equalizer. Again, dating myself. Was I in high school when the original Equalizer was on? It was some old white British guy, remember? I think he was British. And he had a very stiff back. I remember he had the stiffest back. He was an old guy. And it's like he was literally walking with a metal rod in his back. And he would fight guys because he was the Equalizer. He was looking out for the little guy. And that's what Queen Latifah's going to be. And I didn't think the first episode was great, but I'm going to give it another chance because I do like Queen Latifah a lot. And I like some of the actors in it. Mr. Big from Sex and the City is back. He's in it. I think the actor that I like is Adam Goldberg. He's in it too. And I don't know the other actress's name that's in it. It was okay. Usually the first show after the Super Bowl, they're putting all their advertising dollars in it because they know a lot of eyes are going to still be on it.
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah, I couldn't believe you
know.
were watching CBS. I was like, the only reason she's watching CBS is because the Super Bowl was on
Yeah,
CBS.
and then I saw the ads that the Equalizer was going to come on. I was like, oh, I'll give it a shot.
I mean, they hadn't done anything since frickin' Tom Selleck was on there.
You're wrong.
Oh.
They're like NCIS and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Top 10 shows.
Is it?
It is.
Oh.
I see the ratings because of my job with the Kid
Dime,
Craddock Morning Show.
Nationally syndicated.
And just because we don't watch it doesn't mean other people aren't. And CBS has a lot of shows in the top 10. And they're usually, well, I don't know what they all are, but all the Law and Orders, those are NBC.
Mm-hmm.
But NCIS,
Yeah.
I can't think of the names right now.
No, I'm just kidding. We don't
But
we don't
usually-
watch a lot of CBS.
We don't, because honestly, it's for our age group.
Whoa.
It is, and older.
Well, that's a good segue.
So we should be looking at CBS.
I think that's a good segue.
For your 18 thing millennials do that we're going to get to.
Yeah, that's a good segue. But let's do that, and then we'll do this.
All right. Well, look, how do you give the men in your life an awesome Valentine's gift? You hand them a crowbar and a man crate, and you say, have at it, honey.
Mm-hmm.
Men aren't so great about telling us what they want for Valentine's Day, are they? So Alan and I are going to tell you what he wants. He wants a man crate. Half the fun of the man crate is prying it open. They give you a little crowbar that comes with it, and they highly encourage you to film it because it's pretty funny and frustrating, but that's half the fun. And there are hundreds of unique gift options the men in your life will love, like their flagship best-selling whiskey appreciation crate.
Whiskey.
With handmade whiskey decanter, rock glasses, ice sphere molds, slate coasters, and snacks, the works. Or you could go with the exotic Meat's Grand Bouquet. Did you hear me? A meat bouquet. It includes boar, buffalo, elk, venison jerky, and assorted salamis in a personalized Pilsner glass that doubles as a vase. Or you can wow them with the jerky heart. That's a heart-shaped box filled with jerky in 10 different flavors like honey bourbon, whiskey maple, and look, man crates are perfect for younger Valentines too. Our 12-year-old Cole loves making pizzas, right?
He loves it.
Just made one.
Just made one
we'll
last
buy him a
night.
cheap little crust at the store, give him some sauce and pepperoni, and he's happy. But how much would he love the personalized pizza grilling crate with a pizza peel, dough, seasoning, roller, cutter, 4 pizza stones. And the personalization makes it extra special, and the man crates come emblazoned with your man's name for free. And best yet, his satisfaction is guaranteed.
And right now, you can get 15% off orders over $99 only at mancrates.com/sandwich. That's 15% off at mancrates.com/sandwich. One more time, babe. mancrates.com/sandwich.
All right. Now remind me how old I am, honey.
Oh, before that, though, I got to just tell you a random story. I had a really, like, one of these kind of awkward moments today. Like I just feel so stupid moments. So I went to the gym this morning. And, at the gym I go to, it's a HIIT gym. You do a treadmill exercise for, say, 6-7 minutes, and then you go on the floor and do weights and different kinds of exercises. Then you go back to the treadmill, come back to the weights. So there's a lot of back and forth. So some of the people start on the treadmill, some of them start on the weights. So you have to pass people going back and forth when your time is up. So during one of the switches where I'm walking up to the treadmills and the other, my classmates are coming down from the treadmills, I see somebody and I'm like, I know her. So she's walking and she doesn't make eye contact. So I have my towel and I didn't like roll it up real tight like a bandana and snap it on her butt or anything. I didn't do that when I say this.
The fact that you even have to preface what you're about to say with that is suspect.
But I thought it was a friend of mine. So I as she walked by, I kind of hit her with the towel.
Oh.
And then she turned around and looked at me like, what the WTF are you doing? And it wasn't my friend. It was just some stranger. And I knew I was busted when she turned around. And this woman that I hit with the towel had like an ear cartilage ring. Mm-hmm. And which is fine, but I just
Your
knew
friend does not
my
have
friend
that.
does not have that. And I'm like, oh. And then she was kind of looking at me like, what? And I was looking at her like, it's loud in there because there's music and stuff. So I couldn't say, I'm sorry. I thought you were someone else. And the class is full. It was awkward.
So you never...
No, I never made good.
Even after the end of the class?
No,
you didn't go up to her and say, I'm really sorry. I thought you were someone else. Nothing.
I avoided eye contact the entire rest of the class.
Alan.
It's awkward, isn't it?
That was very awkward.
Yeah.
Very awkward.
Yeah. Okay. Well, those are the kind of things that happened to me on the reg.
Well, while you were doing your HIT class, I walked the dogs. That was hard by myself.
Why are you trying to Bogart my job? That's my job.
You do it better than I do. But the dog was like, the poor Zoe was like so excited when she heard me say the word, you want to go for a walk?
Yeah. Yeah.
She's so excited. I was like, I got to take this dog out.
When she does that.
Oh, she was so excited. But she pulls the whole time, and they don't pull for you.
No.
But there were so many birds out today. It was crazy. And we're just, I don't know, these black crows, there was ducks and they were all diving. And then suddenly the ducks, like 3 of them took off and were flying and they were quacking. And then the ducks flew over this one tree. It was like this spindly tree. All the leaves were gone at the top of it. I think it was a hawk. I don't know what it was. It was like a snow white. It wasn't an owl, I don't think. It was kind of far away, but it was big. And I was kind of like, oh, please don't come down and grab Larry because, circle of life. See you, Larry, if that happens. And then I come back around and both dogs took a big healthy poop. Thankfully, I had a doggy bag for both of them.
Thank you for sharing.
And as I'm going to the trash can, I see the most beautiful red cardinal. Just gorgeous.
Yeah, they're really pretty.
It was just such a good day for bird watching, which makes me sound even older.
It was a good day for bird watching.
I watched the CBS show and went bird watching today.
Okay. Well, here's some other things that you've said recently. And I'm guilty too. But you've made multiple hee-haw references.
I have?
Yes. You've sang the Solid Gold theme.
Well, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Solid gold.
Yeah, you're going to do it again.
Filling up my
Sure.
life with music. Solid gold. Something up my life with soul. Da, 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 da. I need to go look it up because I can't remember the words.
Mm-hmm. Okay. You've also brought up menopause a lot.
Well, yeah, because I've been going through it, babe.
Right. No, I'm just saying
It's part of life.
It's part of life. I have brought up, you've ambrosia. We talk about ambrosia.
I had ambrosia last night.
Exactly. You brought that up last night. I bring up things like when the Cowboys were good. That hadn't happened. That hadn't happened in 25 years.
In the 90s.
I like to bring up Ronald Reagan a lot.
I love him.
Yeah,
He was
me too.
favorite.
But he's been dead for a decade now.
Time I loved him.
Yeah. So anyway, I wanted to do this bit because we can be hip too, and we're kind of like hip to what's going on, right?
I try.
Okay, so first let's lay the groundwork here. Baby boomers are like our parents, right?
Yeah.
Like
I was born after the war.
yeah,
And all that.
these are people. The youngest baby boomer now is 57. The oldest 75 and older.
Okay.
Okay, Gen X. This is our generation.
So it goes from baby boomers to Gen X?
Uh-huh.
Yeesh.
So Gen X, the youngest Gen Xer right now is 42. And this is just the list I have. Generally speaking, the oldest is 56.
Okay. Well,
so
Gen X.
we're in Gen X. And then you get to the
best generation, I must say. My daughter would even agree with me. She was
Gen
talking,
X?
Well, we were talking the other day when she was talking to me about 80s music and
Mm-hmm.
just how that whole slice of heaven that was the 80s.
And then there's another little generation that I don't hear a lot of talk about, the Zennials, which starts with an X. They would be born from 75 to 85, so they're about 36 to 46 right now.
That's a weird
I'm not
one.
sure why they break those out. But here's the one we're really going to talk about in this bit. Generation Y, or the Millennials. Okay, Millennials are, say, 20s, mid-20s to about 40 right
They
now.
were born at the turn of the century.
Okay, so 1980 to 1995.
Oh,
Okay?
before the turn of the century.
Okay. And the generation after them, Gen Z, that would be all our kids except Dylan. So born from 1996 to 2010, right? So those ages are from like 11 to 25. And then Gen Alpha, I've never even heard of that.
They got to start over because
Yeah.
they run out of letters in the alphabet. They
Yeah.
got to start over.
That's Dylan. Birth start at 2011, birth end at 2025.
And then after that, it'll be Gen Beta.
Good call.
Then Gen Chi. Don't they just go to the Greek alphabet at that point? I don't know.
Okay, let's see if any of this makes any sense to us.
All right.
Okay.
I haven't looked at this list, so I don't know.
No, these are things that millennials do that are no longer cool anymore, according to Gen Z. So according to Emma Kelly,
We might still think they're cool.
we might think they're really
because
cool.
we're Gen X.
Right.
And this is what the young folks are
And this is
doing,
what the
those
young
millennials.
folks are doing.
Okay.
Exactly.
All right.
The first one, wearing their hair in a side part. Not cool.
I'm wearing my hair in a side part.
I know, but Gen
But
Z,
I tried the down the middle part.
how does Emma Kelly wear hers?
Down the middle.
Exactly.
Well, I just
Exactly.
maybe I should do that, but it naturally goes to the side.
Yeah, but we're Gen X, babe. This is the millennials that are parting it on the side. That's not cool anymore.
Okay.
In the middle.
It's so depressing looking.
You look like, well,
I have
I
to
can't.
really
You
play
look
with-
like,
It's depressing looking when you part it down the middle.
who was the girl in Little House on the Prairie?
Laura Ingalls?
You look like Laura Ingalls
do?
Wilder. Yeah. Kind of a cross between Laura. If Laura Ingalls Wilder and Amy Adams had a baby, that's who you'd look like.
I'm not upset at that.
Amy Adams is very pretty.
So is Laura Ingalls Wilder.
Yes. Okay.
Sarah Gilbert.
Sarah Gilbert. Gilbert.
No, it's Gilbert.
Good day, mate. Okay. The second, wearing skinny jeans.
Well, I prefer skinny jeans.
I do too. Not cool.
That's true. My daughter, the
What does she
baggier
wear?
the better.
These things,
Ridiculous.
guys,
They're
are
bell bottom from the waist down.
Yeah. They look like, the pant legs look like silos.
Like big stovepipes
Yeah.
or something. It's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Yeah. Okay. The third, using the crying till you're laughing emoji. I do that every day.
I don't use a ton of emojis, but when I'm liking something, like when you like somebody's post, you either have to thumbs up, exclamation point, or the laughing, crying emoji. That's the only time I use it,
Well,
right?
Gen Z.
Or the one, I like the one with the care. It's like the hug, the care. That's on Facebook.
You won't catch Emma Kelly using that emoji.
I don't know. They were just texting back and forth tonight. I'll tell you right now.
Yeah.
My daughter and her two friends, Ava and McKenna, have us on a group with their moms, all three moms, and they call it All the Girls.
Uh-huh.
Something like that. It's so weird. All the Girls is the name of the group.
Okay.
And here are
You
some
wanna-
of the
you
emojis.
wanna you wanna give us some?
There's a angel with a halo emoji. There's a kissy face emoji.
Mm-hmm.
A shocked emoji, smile emoji. Here, McKenna's using laughing till you cry emojis.
McKenna's violating the rule.
And here's one, the questioning emoji,
The question,
thinking
I
about
I
it.
use that all the time.
So I think that's,
Okay, well, it was only used once.
well, it's the fact that here's a cheesing one.
Uh-huh.
They like the
Okay.
in all one a lot.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, Gen Z says that's not cool. Also, showing off your Hogwarts house. What does that even mean?
But my daughter does that.
I know. So she's kind of in between on that one.
Well, here's the thing.
What does
is
that
there's
mean?
A new, you're what? You,
Oh,
the
what?
Slytherin.
Oh, God,
or,
yeah. Okay.
But see, my daughter, the thing is a new generation of kids are discovering Harry Potter.
Yeah, but that was a millennial thing. Harry Potter.
Guess what? All my daughter's friends are obsessed, so that's a little wrong because they're coming up again because it's a new generation discovering the books.
Okay. Using the word adulting.
Yeah, that got a little old. I remember when I first saw the first shirt with that, and I thought that was so funny, and then it just wasn't anymore. Got overused.
Yeah, I hope you're adulting. You're pushing 40 years old now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Taking selfies from above.
I have a friend that does that.
A Gen X friend or a millennial
it's
friend?
my age friend.
Who does that?
I'm not going to name names.
Well, tell us.
But you're supposed to take them from above because it makes you look younger.
Just tell me. I won't tell anybody.
No. And then it got to be like a joke because finally the camera was above our head. So you might as well be lying on the ground. It's kind of, you want it to be at a little angle, but not obviously too high.
Well, yeah. See, this is showing our age because
Living with Landon does it, and I don't care.
My
I
God.
love her.
She's got that damn camera on the ceiling.
I don't know how she does it. I honestly don't. It's like, because I've tried, and I'm like, this doesn't feel natural to me. But man, she looks so good doing it.
Okay. Also, having the audacity to look at the screen when you take a selfie. Not cool anymore.
Yeah, you have to always be looking away. Like,
you know, I've noticed more of that. Like, people will take a selfie from straight on, and they'll just look to the side.
because it's mysterious.
I don't know.
Alan's bit is never looking at where he's supposed to.
I don't know where.
So
I don't know
aggravating.
where to look.
I flat out tell him the opposite of my thumb. Just look on the other side. Never does he look right.
Every picture we have,
Every
it's
picture,
like
he's looking at my thumb.
also using the word selfie.
What do you call it now?
Cut it out. Don't say it.
Well, what do you call it?
I don't know. Just don't use it.
Well, how do you say?
Ask Emma Kelly. She might know. She's Gen Z.
Does
she say selfie?
I don't know what else to call it.
Oh.
I'll have to ask her.
See, we need help. Saying doggo.
I have no idea what that's about.
No, see, we're supposed to know what this is
What's
about.
doggo?
Referring to your dog is the research that I came up with, is doggo.
I've never heard that in my life.
I haven't either, but apparently it originated in Australia. But
I thought that was a dingo.
A dingo is some
The
kind of...
dingo ate my baby.
It's some kind of marsupial that lives in Australia.
It's like a wild-
Good eye, mate.
like a wild dog, right? The dingo ate my baby.
I think so.
Something like that.
What was who was that?
I don't know. Was that Meryl Streep? I don't know. I never saw that movie. I just remember everybody always makes fun of it.
So do millennials say doggo all the time?
I have never heard doggo. Ever.
Well, apparently they say it a lot.
It's on your list.
It's on my list. People love lists. Okay, liking coffee.
Oh, they're drinking tea now.
Who
and they're
is,
drinking
Gen Z?
No, yeah, and they're drinking like that bobo. Was it the bubble tea and matcha and all that stuff?
Yeah.
Honey, they can pry the coffee out of my old lady hands. I'm not giving it up.
Because millennials think like coffee is bae.
Bae is good. Bae is what you
millennials
love.
say coffee is bae.
Oh, yeah.
Remember, the bit is Gen Z is saying you're old. Stop saying that.
Oh, okay.
And we're taking it to a whole nother level. We're like, yeah, I like coffee. I drink coffee every day.
I drink too much coffee.
I can't.
I might have a cup after we do the podcast. It'll be 10 o'clock at night and I'll be drinking coffee.
I can't freaking adult without my coffee.
My mother Price used to drink Sanka at night. She'd always go out and order Sanka. Sanka's decaf. And do people even know what Sanka is anymore? They order decaf coffee, but when I say Sanka, they're like, what are you talking about?
No, it's like they don't know what solid gold is either. Or hee-haw.
That's so sad. They do know hee-haw. They know Minnie Pearl and Grandpa.
Or MASH.
And the Hager. Remember the Hager twins?
Babe. Good grief. This is
Glenn Campbell.
This is the most wheels
It was
off.
not Glenn Campbell. Buck Owens. Buck Owens.
Dead or alive?
And Roy Clark. I'm sure they're all dead.
Dead or alive?
I'm sure they're dead.
Yeah, they are. Liking pizza. Why did millennials make liking pizza a personality trait? They're always talking about how they got to eat pizza. No, I have noticed this.
Well, maybe it's because now they're doing cauliflower crusts, and maybe that's the bit. I don't know.
But there's a lot of posting on social media about I only eat pizza. It's like the taco thing. Tacos, Taco Tuesday. I'll do anything for tacos.
I don't know, honey.
Tacos are my bae, all that stuff.
You're into the Bay thing.
I've said Bay twice.
Yeah. You've never said it before this podcast ever.
Not true. I've said Bogart on this podcast 4 times
Yeah,
now.
but never Bay.
Not liking pineapples on pizza.
That's wrong. I love pineapples on pizza.
I can't stand pineapples
I
on
love
pizza.
Canadian bacon pineapple pizza.
I hate fruit on
with
pizza.
Jalapenos.
Yuck.
I like jalapenos added to almost everything.
I'm okay with jalapenos on pizza, but fruit on pizza, out. See, I'm just like a millennial. Out. I'm out on that.
Hmm.
Why would you put that on your pizza?
Because it tastes good. There's some kind of chemical reaction with the tomato sauce. It's just really good.
I like anchovies.
I don't.
I don't think you can get.
How are we going to make this marriage last? I don't know.
think you can get anchovies anymore, can you?
Well, when I go to Pizza Hut we order from Pizza Hut quite a bit. And Alan he used to ask me for anchovies. And I'm like, Alan, it's not even an option. It wasn't even an option.
Okay, here's one that's freaking fighting words. Gen Z has a problem with the millennials liking bacon.
Why?
Who doesn't like bacon?
Is it because they're all vegan now?
Oh. Are they?
I'm just guessing. That's probably why, right? They're probably eating more bubble tea and tofu.
They're
and
eating bubble
kale.
tea?
I don't know. I think they're more vegans, right?
Tofu? You like tofu.
I love tofu. I love
And I ain't
tofu.
ever seen a person eat so much as tofu as you have.
I love the fried
Good
tofu.
grief.
I'll go to, and they'll always say, I'll have this blah, blah, blah soup or whatever with tofu. And they're like, oh, but it's got shrimp. And I'm like, I don't care. I just love tofu. Fried.
Well, I don't know why Gen Z has a problem with bacon, but they apparently...
Well, they're wrong.
Saying I did a thing.
I did a thing.
Like you bought a car or you bought a
I did a
house.
thing.
You did a thing.
That's fine. I'm not mad
You're
at
fine
it.
with that?
I'm not
Okay.
mad at
Well,
it.
apparently Gen Z has a problem with it. Girl boss.
Yeah. See, when I go to Home Goods, there's still a lot of girl boss stuff. And I look at some of the things they sell there and it's like, who's buying this stuff? Because they'll have like a wood block and it'll say girl boss or
Boss babe?
some boss babe is another one. And they're like these little blocks,
Slay?
slay all day,
And then rosé?
something like that. And I'm like, who's buying this stuff? I don't know.
Do you
It's weird.
slay then rosé or do you rosé then slay?
I think you're supposed to slay and then rosé. Because if you rosé before you slay, you'd be too drunk to slay.
Why can't you rosé and then slay?
Because you might be too buzzed and you want to take a nap.
Or screw the slay, just rosé. Why can't you just get up and rosé?
You know, and I'm not even a big rosé drinker. You know, have you ever seen me have a rosé?
I have not. You're not big on the sweet wines.
I like reds. I like my reds.
Okay. Being obsessed with wine and rose gold.
Well,
Big millennial thing.
I do like my wine.
Obsessed. I'm
I'll
obsessed.
tell you, that's the thing that grates me is watching everybody on Instagram.
Be obsessed?
Whatever they're selling, they're obsessed.
Right.
I'm obsessed. I'm like, you can't be obsessed with everything.
Obsessed?
Save your obsession for really special things.
Here's the deal.
I'm obsessed with this face cream. I am obsessed with these earrings.
Glenn Close?
I am obsessed with this.
Glenn Close was obsessed with Michael Douglas.
Yeah, that's not in a good way.
That's obsessed.
But when they say obsessed, they're obsessed.
They're not
Like,
obsessed.
And they all say it the same way. I'm obsessed.
They just like it.
I'm obsessed with these shoes.
No, they just like it.
I know. And it's like it's watered down the word.
Yeah.
I don't like that. That annoys me.
Okay, well, there you go, babe. I don't know if we solved any of the world's problems there, but
When have we ever?
Gen Z has a lot of hot sports opinions about what the millennials like.
So my daughter is a Gen Zer. And my daughter is becoming more. See, that's the thing. It's like they're thinking everything they're doing now, like the clothes they're wearing, it's like the 90s again. So they're going back in time and claiming it as their own.
Yeah.
And she's like I used to ride around in the car with her and I'd try to play my 80s music and she'd be like, eh. Well, now what's she listening to? 80s music. Do you know why? Because she's watching these movies and they're using 80s music. And suddenly I'm like, what are you listening to? Come on, Eileen. what are you listening to? And she'll be listening to Heroes by David Bowie. And I'm like, because she's watching movies with all this music. That's the soundtrack.
Well, it just goes back to it's not.
But I love it. I'm glad.
It's not cool if your parents tell you it's cool. It's cool if the people you
Right.
look up to tell you it's cool.
I'm like, baby, you're listening to all the music that your mommy grew up with. And, so basically you're saying I'm cool. But anyway, no, I've been on Operation Get My Kid to Like Me Again. And like I said, some days are better than others. And right when I think, oh, I got this conquered, then tonight happens. And it's just not that anything bad happens, but it's just like, she doesn't care. She doesn't. I'm like, I think we're bond. Did you see me go sit down at the table with her? And I'm like going to try to bond with her, and she just blew me off. It's just back to normal. But I know she loves me, and it's the typical teenage moodiness. But anyway, I'll get into Operation Trying to Get My Kid to Like Me Again in 1 second. But you know what? This Valentine's Day, it's time to break up with bras that pinch, poke, chafe, and make you sore. Ladies, it's time to start a new relationship with Tommy John's Lace Triangle Bralette. It's the perfect combination of comfy and sexy. If you're looking to drop some hints about Valentine's Day gifts, send them to Tommy John. Between the buttery soft loungewear sets, the perfect fit bralettes, they can't screw it up. And yes, you can order Tommy John for your man. Not only do they have the most incredible underwear, Tommy John has buttery soft loungewear, and never before in history have we appreciated loungewear more than we do right now. And when you're wearing Tommy John, you're that much more comfortable, so you can do everything better. When you give the gift of Tommy John men's or women's loungewear and pajamas to your special someone or to yourself, love yourself. You'll look good and you'll feel good. It's so easy. From loungewear to Tommy John's new lace triangle bralettes with the softest second skin fabric to limited edition Valentine's underwear prints, Tommy John has your Valentine covered. But whatever you choose, Valentine's success is practically guaranteed because 98% of men and women love a Valentine's gift from Tommy John. And baby, your sleep shorts.
Oh, I love them. Wore them last night.
How much do you love them?
I love them so much. They're soft. They're comfortable.
They're buttery soft. It's literally the buttery soft collection.
And I love the boxer briefs I got. Form fitting. I don't even know I have them on.
And those are the ones you like to wear when you work out.
I wear them working out too.
And we love it. So there's no risk with Tommy John's. Best pair you'll ever wear, or it's free guarantee. Try Tommy John today, and if you don't love them, like I said, they're free.
And for a limited time, go to TommyJohn.com/sandwich and get $20 off site-wide, including limited edition Valentine's gift sets. Go right now. Last year, they sold out in 5 days, babe.
Yeah.
So get $20 off site-wide plus free shipping at TommyJohn.com/sandwich. That's TommyJohn.com/sandwich. See site for details.
Ba-dum-bum. All right. My daughter is 14. As she constantly reminds me, she is about 9 months away from turning 15. I don't know why she's obsessed with that.
Obsessed?
She's talking about, she's obsessed.
Okay.
She's obsessed. But she is really into turning 15 because she thinks that's the miracle age. She's going to be able to start driving and do all this stuff. I don't think it works that way. I mean, when I grew up, I was driving when I was 13. So I don't know. What are the laws here? I know it wasn't legal for me to drive at 13 either,
Yeah,
but I was
not.
also in the country and, we could just drive. It wasn't that big of a deal. But I mean, is it a law you have to take driver's ed in Texas?
Well,
is that a law?
When I was a kid, we had to. And
I
that
did
was,
in South Carolina.
And that
Now,
was
that
back
might
in
have
the
changed.
80s. Yeah.
It might have changed since I was in high school. I remember I used to drive so much that I just thought, I'll just pass my driving test, which I failed. The written part I passed, but the driving part I failed because I just showed up thinking, I got this. And I didn't know how to parallel park, and I didn't know how to reverse. My idea of reversing is just look in the rearview mirror, but at the time, you're supposed to put your arm around the passenger seat and turn over your shoulder and drive backwards that way. Mm-hmm. Did you know that?
Yes,
anyway,
I did.
I failed.
I'm a very safe driver.
And I didn't have my hands at 10 and 2. I was driving with them both like down at 6. I was cool breeze.
You've come on the podcast and talked about how you like to skirt the rules when it comes to driving.
Well, this is when I was trying to get my driver's license.
I know,
though.
nothing's changed.
And I went back to school just sobbing. I was so upset that I didn't get my driver's license test. But we didn't have to take driver's ed back then.
But my point is nothing's changed with you in driving.
What?
You like to skirt the rules.
Oh, Alan. I'm not that bad I mean, I am a rule follower, but I speed. But I set it to 8 miles above the speed limit because the officer told me that's the cutoff.
Well,
And I still I even asked for permission. I was like, officer, how much can I safely go over the speed limit and not worry about getting a ticket? He said, you're usually safe with 8. And that's what I do.
We've debated this point a lot on this podcast. I am a master debater, and I think if it says speed limit, that's as fast as you go.
Alan goes below the speed limit. It is like nails on a chalkboard, especially if we're in a hurry. It's like he purposely, just to test me, to see if I'll say something, and I bite my lip until I draw blood. I've stopped saying anything, haven't I?
That's because I'm driving. That's because I'm driving the speed limit.
No, you're not. You go. I'll look over there. Sometimes you'll be below the speed limit, and I'll be just like rocking in my seat, like willing him to press the gas, willing it. It makes me so crazy. Anyway, how did I get off track with my daughter?
Know. Yeah.
So my daughter, I'm trying to find ways to do stuff with her that she wants to do with me. So I said, remember when you were a little girl, we used to do mommy daughter day, and you'd make a list of all the things you wanted to do with me. And she's like, I don't want to play office or, play work with you, Mom. I don't want to do a tea party. I'm like, I'm not wanting to do that. I said, but just tell me anything you like to do, and I want to do it. Because I feel guilty now looking back at those times, like when Alan said, when your kids ask you something, you always say yes. Not always, maybe like playing with them.
To the best of your ability.
But I was a single mom and stuff. Sometimes you're like, baby, I don't want to play tea party right now. I need to go. I just would tell her no, and I feel so bad about that. But so even now she'll ask me to do stuff, and I'm like, oh God, I don't want to do that. But I've got to change my attitude. So the other day I said, well, what would you like to do? She has allowance. She said, I want to go to Barnes & Noble. Remember, she loves the atmosphere there. So I said, okay, let's go to Barnes & Noble. And I was so excited. So I went there. They have a little cafe in there. So I got me a chai tea latte. I got it dirty. He said, you want it dirty? I said, I don't even know what that means. He said, add espresso to it.
Wait a minute. They had a...
Barnes & Noble has a Starbucks in it.
I thought they closed all those.
It was open, the one I went to.
Which one did you go to?
The one at Stonebriar Mall.
Stonebriar Mall. Oh.
And,
Yeah.
But
I know that one. Yeah.
they don't take gift cards from Starbucks. Or, you have to use Barnes & Noble there.
Okay.
That's a little aside. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So anyway, he said, you want it dirty? I was like, ooh, maybe. I said, what is that? And so I added caffeine, espresso to it. It was pretty good. I only got one shot. He said usually he does 2. I was like, give me 1 because I've never had it dirty before. So anyway, I let Kelly go, and she's got stacks of books in her arms. And she comes to me. I was like, babe, you're going to spend every dime of your allowance and what savings you have. And you're not going to read all these books in a month. I'm like, just once you get what you can read, and you can't talk her out of anything. And then she got the Taylor Swift LP was $40. She just wiped out all of her money.
What books did she buy?
It's these sets. I'll tell you, where our kids are being influenced more than we realize. I love that she's being influenced to read, but all these people on TikTok, they're giving book recommendations and these book series. And so then you go to Barnes & Noble, and they'll have them like on tables of like TikTok. They don't say TikTok, but it's like they'll have the Oprah book table. They'll have the Jenna Bush Hager from the Today Show, her book table. And they'll have like these influencers, and they're all right there. So it's pretty easy. If you have a young reader, you can kind of pick stuff out. But it was so great. But my daughter, we had barely been there about 20 minutes. She dresses like she's going out ice fishing in Antarctica.
Sure.
It does not matter what the temperature is outside. She assumes it's going to be sub-zero. So she comes out with her fur-lined boots.
Absolutely.
Her oversized sweatshirt, but nothing underneath it. She didn't layer. And so as we're sitting in Barnes & Noble, she starts getting overheated.
Oh, no.
To the point where she's like, I'm really hot. I need to sit down.
Oh.
I was like, oh my God, are you okay? I say, take off your sweatshirt. I can't take off my sweatshirt. She didn't layer it. So we had to cut our day short. I was so disappointed because we were having such a good time. So I was a little disappointed in that, but we got out of Barnes & Noble.
And that's interesting you bring that up, because that is such a change for how she used to be. Like before COVID, I would take Kelly to school almost every day. Well, every day. And some days it would be
20 degrees.
literally freezing. And she would have maybe a pair of tights on, like spandex tights, and a t-shirt. And I'm like, Emma Kelly, you got to wear something more than that, you know? And she'd be
She's
like,
like,
no, I'll be fine. Yeah.
She didn't want to carry a coat around. I was like, when she was a little girl, she was so hot natured. And I was like, Emma Kelly, you've got to wear a coat. I was like, I'm going to look like a bad mother. If I send you out.
I'm the guy dropping her off and she's running out of my car with
we look like irresponsible parents.
no clothes on.
I'm like, I don't care how you feel. I look like a bad mother. Put the coat on. Well, now she wears, like, she's dressing for freezing temperature. She got so overheated we had to leave. So I was a little disappointed in that. But we had a great time. Then the next day, I was still riding this high. I'm like, what can we do? What can we do? And she came downstairs after supper. She said, and it was getting kind of late, but she said, will you watch a movie with me? I was like, yes. So she asked me to go into her room. She let me lie on her bed.
Wow.
Very big deal.
Yeah.
But I wasn't allowed to touch her.
Oh.
Because I reached over at one point and she like recoiled. Kids do.
Gosh.
And but we watched. It was from I wrote it down because I can't remember names of anything. It was 2012's movie, The Perks of Being a Wallflower.
Oh, okay.
I had never seen it, but apparently it was like this independent film that did really well and went on to, have modest box office success. But the reason I think she found it was because Emma Watson, who was Hermione in the Harry Potter movies, was in it. And
I always thought that was Hermione.
Oh. And anyway, so we laid there in the dark. And of course, initially out the gate, it's awkward. It's about this young freshman in high school. I don't want to ruin it for you. I'm not going to try to, but he's, everybody's bullying him and picking on him, and it just breaks my heart. And I'm like, Emma Kelly, you have to tell me, is he going to kill himself? Is he going to die? I have to know, because these teenage movies, you don't know, they take these dark twists and turns. And she was getting kind of frustrated with me. I said, just tell me if he dies. And she's like, no, Mom, he doesn't die. He doesn't die. Nobody that you like is going to die. I'm like, okay, does it have a happy ending? I'm not going to tell you anything else. So we sit there and watch it and look at the movie, the music they're playing. They're playing David Bowie, We Could Be Heroes. They're playing Come On Eileen, which not my favorite song from the 80s, but I love that Emma Kelly wants to listen to that stuff. And it was a good movie. And I'm over there crying next to her. She's crying a little less than me. She said, I cried. She said, it was the third time she'd watched it in 3 days. She said, I'm crying less and less each time I watch it. But it was really great. And I was like, so the next day I was even able to talk to her, about it. I was like, was this based on a true story? Do you know anything about, we talked about some of the actors and stuff. So I was really optimistic that, hey, 2 days in a row. Sunday, we went a little off. This was Saturday. Sunday, we went to my parents' house for a little Super Bowl thing. So we didn't really have a chance to do something, just her and I. So I thought, okay, Monday comes around. Y'all, it was like back to square one.
Mm-hmm.
She's grunting.
Yeah.
She is moody.
Mm-hmm.
She told me, she's like, don't wake me up so early tomorrow. I'm like, excuse me? Don't wake me up. I have my alarm clock set. I was like, well, I thought you had to be up already. She goes, no, I don't have to check in for school until blah, blah, blah. And you and Alan were upstairs this morning. You were very loud. And I'm trying to sleep. And I was like, well, Emma Kelly. And I'm trying not to start a fight with her. I'm trying you don't need to speak to me that disrespectfully. You could speak to me nicely. Please don't wake me up tomorrow morning. Back to square one, Alan.
Yeah.
But you know what? There's glimmers of hope.
I don't know. Maybe the rent's too high up there or something.
No, but I had a couple of good days with her. So
Yeah.
we take the good.
Yeah.
And, I'm like, okay, trying to find the next opportunity, because she does have school during the week. So it makes it a little hard. By the time she gets done, it's rush hour traffic and can't really go anywhere. But I want to take her to the record store.
Mm-hmm.
She's really getting into records. Another reason why in this movie, The Perks of Being a Wallflower, they all agree that music just sounds better when it's on vinyl. All music sounds better on
Who
vinyl.
says that?
The girl in the movie. The character.
Oh,
all
okay,
music
okay.
sounds better on vinyl.
Right,
And she's
right.
like, oh my God, the girl, the character, she's like, she's a senior graduating. and they talk about what she used to like. She goes, "You're not going to believe this, but when I was a freshman, I was listening to top 40 radio." Like it was so bad. And I'm like, "Oh, that's what I'm on."
We did
You're not going to believe this, but I used to listen to top 40 radio. I know, it's so bad.
We did a pretentious bit. I don't know. What was that? 100 podcasts ago? That sounds like one of those.
Yeah, like I only listen to NPR.
I listen to records on vinyl.
Fresh air.
Vinyl sounds better.
But, so now she wants to listen to albums, which is fine because I got Alan, we got a record player one year, and my dream was that we were going to collect these old albums and stuff and listen.
We bought a bunch of them.
We did, and then we just never played it because we had nowhere to put the record player.
And the record player was kind of
It was a crappy one.
Well, it was kind of a toy. It wasn't really a record player.
I gave it to Emma Kelly, and it broke within a month.
Yeah.
Because she was using it a lot.
No, if you want to really listen to a lot of records, there are some nice record players, but you got to spend some money on a nice record player.
I think it'd be a fun thing to do because honestly, since Alan and I cut the cord on cable, we've been watching less TV. We do a lot of streaming, but we're not watching as much. I think it'd be fun to sit around and discover new music. But anyway, my point is I'm going to take Emma Kelly to a record store.
Okay.
And do a little bonding with her there.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to that.
I think it's a good idea, babe.
It's, anytime you can find an excuse to do something on a neutral territory with your 14, 15-year-old kid.
Sure. For sure. Yeah, the girls are different. Boys, they're always wanting to do stuff, but they're younger.
Well, we're also getting, we're noticing some changes in our 12-year-old.
Yeah, he's
starting to get a little bit more.
He likes to be a little more independent.
Yeah, but he's also getting his hormonal changes are starting to kick in. So he's,
Well, that boy's
starting to get just a little bit. You're starting to notice some changes.
We're talking about Cole. Well, that boy is growing like a weed.
Yeah, his pants were a little high water this morning.
He is getting tall. But what else was I was going to tell you something about? Oh, so I went and played. I was telling Kelly the story. I went and played basketball with the boys this weekend. And it was after Cole's tennis practice. Me and Dylan were just out shooting around waiting for Cole. Cole finishes tennis and runs over to where we are. And the two of them want to play me. I'm like, okay, that's fine. You guys want to, what do you want to run? You want to play 21? You want to play 10 by ones? What do you want to do? So we finally settled on a game. We're going to play to 10 by ones. So it's 2-on-1. So those two on me. And, I'm being the nice dad and I'm letting them, I'm not blocking every shot and I'm scoring a little bit, giving them some confidence. And then they start jawing at me.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They start doing the pulling their shirt open and Superman bit when they score.
Oh, you didn't like that, huh?
And I'm kind of like, what are you guys doing? And they're doing the yeah when they score, Yeah. Like, where do you guys learn this stuff? So I'm like, all right.
Where do they learn that stuff from, Dad?
Not from me. And I'm like, all right, check. So then it was, they were up like, I don't know, they got up 9-6 or something. I didn't let him score the rest of the game. Then I ended up winning the game 10-9. But I mean, I'm a lot bigger than they are. But I just didn't like how they were jawing at me.
Well, how did it end? With tears?
No, I stuck my hand out and I said, "Good game, guys."
And what'd they say?
They were fine.
They didn't get upset.
We were having a good time. But I just didn't, we got competitive.
Yeah, Alan's really good about doing stuff with the boys. It's hard. I went upstairs and I found our youngest 8-year-old Dylan playing headbands, where you put the band on your head. She was playing that with Dylan. So I was really excited to see that. And we got a Mandalorian Monopoly game for Christmas. And y'all broke that out.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
You said that was better than the regular Monopoly.
I like it better than the regular Monopoly because you only have to collect, in real Monopoly, you have to get, except for like Park Place and Boardwalk and a couple others, you have to get 3 properties.
Mm-hmm.
In Mandalorian, there's 2 properties everywhere.
It's more kid friendly.
Yeah, so you just match them up real fast.
Yeah, Dylan was loving it.
Yeah, you start collecting rent real fast, and so it was a lot of fun.
We have so many board games. We're going to start. I really want to start doing more things as a family. So we'll be your guinea pigs and I'll let y'all know how it goes. Well, honey, I don't want to, since you did not have time to do the hashtag not an ad, I'm not going to make you do that. I'll give you time to.
Well, we need to bring it home for Jerome.
Yeah, I know we're running out of time too. So I'll save that. Believe me, y'all can wait another podcast for me to tell you hashtag not an ad. And hopefully, fingers crossed, the face matriarch, Chelsea, will be with us on the next podcast. If not, we'll have another great one and we'll have Chelsea on as soon as possible. But we'll keep you posted on that.
So I did a bit this podcast that was an under the radar bit, and I'm going to start doing this to involve our listeners. It's called Allen Does Easter Eggs.
Well, I was wondering why you held up 3 at one point.
Right.
I just kept talking.
Right.
Because
So
I know you talk in the chat room.
Right.
And half listen to me.
Right.
Sometimes.
So one of our very, very best customers said, I bet you can't say Bogart on the podcast 3 times. I'm like, you're out of your mind. I could say it 10 times. But
you have to be creative about it.
Exactly.
You can't just say Bogart, Bogart,
exactly.
Bogart.
But did you see I got in Bogart 3 times?
I saw you hold up your fingers, so I knew you were doing something.
So listener, if you want me to insert a word into the podcast 3 times, and we'll see if Kelly picks it up or not, email me at podcast@kellyandallen.com. Now, it can't be some lewd word, but something, like Bogart. It's not like a real common word. Here's what I learned about the word Bogart, and then we'll bring it home for Jerome.
Oh, does it have a hidden meaning?
Well, I taught the boys that Bogart means if I get up out of my seat during the Super Bowl and then I go into the kitchen and Cole sits in my seat and I came back, he goes, Daddy, I Bogarted your seat. Like I stole your seat.
I thought Bogart was like a drug reference.
It is.
Yeah.
Bogart is when you you Bogart someone's joint.
Like you take their joint.
You take their joint.
Yeah, I thought that's what it was. I
didn't know that.
Well, I think I've like enough movies where I kind of knew that.
I thought Bogart just
So
meant,
you're teaching your children drug references.
Well, not intentionally, but that's both the boys say, but Daddy, I Bogarted your seat, or Daddy, I Bogarted your sandwich. Or Bogarted your last chicken
Maybe
nugget.
you should say boosted. Maybe you could just change it. Isn't boosted the same thing? Like boosted, like I took it, boosted. Maybe you could start using a different word and they'll just pick up on that.
Yeah. So anyway.
And how did poor Humphrey get in how did that happen?
Humphrey Bogart?
Poor Humphrey. He's like...
Humphrey.
And who names your kid Humphrey?
Well, coming from a guy named Walter, I can't say much about Humphrey.
That's why Lauren called him Bogey. Nobody wanted to call him Humphrey.
Yeah, exactly.
Can you name another Humphrey?
I can't, babe.
Yeah.
Humpty. I know a Humpty.
Things to ponder.
Things to ponder.
As we wrap up this podcast.
All right, babe. Well, we got in Bogart, we got in Bay, and we got in Meat Bouquet in this podcast.
And Humphrey.
And Humphrey. Well, I love you desperately.
I love you.
I love our listeners desperately. And I love all these silly things that we talked about in this podcast. This was, I don't know how you're going to name this one, but I'm sure you'll figure it out.
I always do. Well, I actually ask for help from the listeners half the time.
That's right. And I'm sure we'll podcast again real soon. And in the immortal words of the great Keanu Reeves, life is good when you have a good sandwich.